Alright, welcome to the studio. So today we're just going to talk about the difference between G major and G minor, okay? Or G Ionian and G Aeolian. So let's look at our scales. Make sure we got that down first. So starting on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, we're just going to walk up the first octave of the G major scale because that's really all we're going to need to understand these concepts. So 3rd fret, 6th string. Okay, so that's what it sounds like. And let's go over what's in there. So our first note is G. Second note is A. So now you know what the second of G is. It's A because it's the second note in the scale. Alright? The third note in the scale is B. Therefore, B is the third of G. Fourth note is C. You guessed it. D is the fifth note. So that's your fifth. Sixth note is E. Seventh is F sharp. And then octave or eighth note is G again, right? Okay, so a couple different things in that first octave of G major that there's lots of information in there, but two things that are important for all guitar players is understanding what your major triad is. And a major triad is a 1-3-5. So our first note is G, the third is B, and the fifth is D. Okay? And those are the primary components of, or the only components of just a standard old G major chord. There's lots of different voicings of that chord. That's the one I like. Okay, so that's your Ionian scale, and those are the scale degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so you know how those notes relate to each other. Alright, now we're going to go to our Aeolian mode and see what changes. Okay, we've got 3 changes in just the first octave of the minor scale. So let's see what they are. So our first note again is going to be G, since that's our 1, right? That can't change. Our second is still going to be A, but this time we're going to lower the third from B to B flat. Okay, so in a minor scale, the third is lowered 1/2 step. Alright, next line. So we're going to go to C. That's still going to be our 4th. D is still the 5th. But we're going to lower the 6th. So we're going to come from E in the major, lower it to E flat or D sharp, depending on which way you're going, in the minor. So the first 2 lines of the minor scale sound like this. We're also going to lower the 7th from F sharp to F, and then we're to our octave, which is G again. Okay, so we got 3 notes that change in the minor scale, and they are the 3rd, or B flat, the 6th, or E flat, and the 7th, which turns into F in the minor. Alright, so with that scale, you now know your minor triad, okay? And that's going to be the same as the major except for the 3rd. So instead of playing a B like we did in the major, we're going to play a B flat. Okay? So the major, just to contrast, sounded like this. The minor sounds like this. And there's your G minor chord. Okay. So just with that first octave of the scale, seeing those 3 different notes that make up your minor scale, you can do a lot with that, just understanding that information. Okay, now there's a lot of different scales out there, but these are just kind of the basic starting points that you want to work with. So understand that, and we'll dig into scale theory more as we go. Have fun and find some application for that info. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for checking out our channel. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and check out our full-length lessons right there at rjsoldaniguitarlessons.com.